Welcome back, guys. It's Maverick here with another episode of Kamisama ni Natta Hi. So, last episode we were introduced to our two main characters, I guess you could say. Yuta, our main character, and of course the self-proclaimed deity, Hina, who is supposedly a deity, or even Odin himself, herself, whatever you want to call it, come down to Earth in lolly form, right? And supposedly the Earth is going to end in 30 days, or the world is going to end in 30 days. So we'll have to see about that. Hina does exhibit some supernatural powers. Whether she's actually telling the whole truth about the entire situation, that's still kind of up for grabs, right? In any case, at the end of last episode, it was revealed she's going to be staying with Yuta at his house, and apparently his parents have already agreed, although I'm pretty sure there's going to be a very earthly explanation for all that. So, let's get into the episode. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. So, what exactly are we going to be doing in the upcoming episodes? I do wonder. Oh, actually, get the opening first. Alright. What is with that frame rate? Might basically wrote the music, which is to be expected, I guess. Like I said, one thing that I'm definitely sure I'll be getting out of this series is some pretty good music. I do wonder if this is going to be one of those series where, you know, looking back, looking for all the opening and whatnot, you would be seeing a lot of clues, hints, as to what will transpire in the future. Yeah, that does actually seem pretty big. Oh, hi, Mom. And there you go. Well, there we go. Of course, we gotta have the distant relative cliche. has a sister? Sky God and Sun God. I kind of want to know like what their parents' names are. Hey, that's the sea. Tokyo. Ah, Tokyo. Okay, time. Nice transportation, you know. Where are you gonna live? I mean, if it was the mythological Olden, you kind of did have. Why don't you just ask her what she's here for? Oh. PS4. Zelda. Or... Oh wait, is that FF? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Was that supposed to be a parody of Final Fantasy or what? Hmm? 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 No. Until when? Still staying behind him. Alright, alright. Sure you are. Oh. That was a tiny knot. Boop. Ah, film club. That's interesting. Hikuwa. Oh. Armageddon? Or what? Yeah, Armageddon. What was that? Back in 1997 or something? Hmm? What kind of dialogue is this? Around the corner. Ah, this is cringy, but funny. Oh. You just want to play with fireworks, don't you, Hina? But you returned? Already? Seriously? Ah. A running embrace? No. Oh my god. Oh? Are you serious? Now what is this, Rocky? Or Hachime no Ippo? Oh my god. Was this in the same day or? And that. Oh. What is this? Edward Scissorhands? Then suck. Yeah. Full speed hill. Wait, you had watermelon as a god? Yeah. For someone who really wants to woo her and whatnot, you know surprisingly little about her. Oh, she's getting composed. She's just gonna plagiarize something, is she? Nope. Nope. Yeah, that's... How many days have you spent here? At the store, the store clerk is like, "You guys, if you're not buying anything, get the hell out." Oh no, he's actually like, okay, this is good? Seriously? Is Izanami just gonna be like, you have way too much free time on your hands? Oh? You can't just become a pianist in like a few days. But I guess I can kind of hear the melody here. It's gonna be like, let me play? Okay, now we get the violin as well. I gotta say the animation for the piano playing is severely lacking. But it's a nice little piece here. What? I seriously don't feel like this is a... Like, what would be the difference of confessing to her after playing this versus after the baseball game? Okay. How many days? Okay, 4 days. 6 days have passed. Actually, let's take a look at this ending animation. It's a little fishy, eh? Is that literally going to be everything? Okay, I guess we'll just enjoy the song here, eh? Goodbye, Seven Seas. And again, Maeda-san wrote the song. Alright. And that was episode 2. Well, I think if we were to sum up this series up to now within these 2 episodes, I would say it's probably cringy yet enjoyable. right? That goes for both episode 1 and this episode as well. A lot of these scenes were just pure cringe in a lot of ways, in the things that they did, into dialogue, etc., the circumstances. But I have to admit, it's still kind of fun, right? And I think it kind of helps that for the butt of a lot of these jokes, or the sort of the person playing the straight person was actually Izanami, right? The childhood friend who has more of a calm and reserved sort of attitude towards all this stuff. So it's not really a case of making a fool out of yourself and then everybody else looking down on you, even if Izanami is looking down on him, on Yuta. She clearly did not say anything about it, right? So I do feel like that made it a bit more enjoyable. So at the end of the day, it's just them basically fooling around, doing some stupid stuff, and hey, no harm done, right? So I do feel like it was quite entertaining to watch them go for all that. Just throw in all the references as well, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. Once again, I kind of feel like the movies. Well, Armageddon was a given, right? I'm not quite sure if the boxing one was supposed to be a parody of Rocky or something, or maybe instead a very famous Japanese boxing manga, Hajime no Ippo, I think is what it's called, or maybe it's just completely original, right? Well, for one thing's for sure, Hina certainly does have her good knowledge, good grasp of human entertainment, if she is supposed to be a god. I guess that goes with her omniscient and her all-knowing kind of setup, right? But in any case, that was quite fun. And then, of course, like I've been saying from the very beginning, this is a Maeda work. I am expecting lots and lots of good music here. And, well, I do kind of feel like the entire, okay, write a piece for her, and then I'm going to play it and all that part was kind of contrived, to be honest. It kind of just felt like shoehorned in there. But I will admit, the piece itself did sound pretty good, and who knows, maybe it's actually going to be a recurring theme as well. Maybe it has some significance and we will go back to it later on. I certainly do hope they do, because I would much prefer that piece to be listen to its entirety in maybe perhaps slightly different circumstances. Now, I'm sure that I might get some flake for this, but honestly, I didn't feel like that particular scene with Inazumi sitting down and then, playing the piano and all that was all that interesting. Like, sure, I get it. It's supposed to show her beautifulness and whatnot, but honestly, the entire time I was just like, this is really kind of a slacker's way of doing this, right? Including the playing as well. I mean, sure, it's not exactly a music anime, I get that, but I don't know. I just felt like the whole thing was too simplistic for my taste. I do think, but then again, this is a Maeda work, right? So perhaps, this is just throwing some things out there. Perhaps the same piece is going to be utilized later on for a much more emotional scene as well, and then we can get the full experience there, right? So this is just like an early teaser, if you will. So with that in mind, I guess we should just let this be whatever it is, unless they don't revisit again, in which case I would think that would be kind of a shame. What else do we want to talk about for this one? Yuta's parents certainly know something about Hina, right? Her true identity, or her supposed true identity, or what she's supposed to be. And that presumably happened many years in their past as well, the knowledge that they have of Hina. Or maybe not even of Hina, just some person, or some kind of, some kind of girl, or whatnot, right? Because if we go back to the first episode, Yuta's mom only asked Yuta whether or not he knows, whether or not the girl was dressed in some weird outfits, and so on and so forth. So I think that's what she was told to expect, that someday in the future, there's going to be a girl who wants to stay at your house, who's wearing some very strange outfits, right? Now, that probably is part of the entire the entire plot of this series, the entire backstory of it. Is it going to have to do with the supernatural and whatnot? Maybe not. But we'll see about that, shall we? And maybe, who knows, maybe it has something to do with the family tradition of naming them, becoming gods, right? Although, I guess you can't really say that's anything about them. I mean, if they already have a family name, it's not like it's not like his dad chose this family name, right? Unless they did, in which case, well, that's just something else to think about. But in any case, yeah, I think that's it. Oh, one more comment I guess I have about Yuta specifically. So we know that he loves his sister and whatnot. Not too much of a, that's just whatever. I will say though, his entire backstory about him suddenly falling in love with Izanami, childhood friends and all that. She's beautiful, blah 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 blah. I gotta say, for someone who says all this and supposedly really wants to get into a relationship with Izanami, he is really not understanding of her at all, right? He doesn't really know much about her at all. He doesn't go to her house. He doesn't know what she's studying for. He doesn't know, her interests and so on and so forth. Yada yada yada. And you, honestly, how can I put this? It feels like his feelings are kind of shallow in a way that it's completely superficial, right? It's only based on the fact that Izanami is beautiful, and it stops there. Now, sure, this is very early on, right? This is literally only episode 2. Who knows, maybe they have a lot more interactions that we don't see, and etc, etc, etc. And not that I'm saying that just liking someone based on their looks is something bad. I mean, that's quite real, to be honest, in both in the real world and, of course, as an anime setting as well. I'm just saying, though, like, dude, if you really want to get together with her, you gotta step your game up, right? You're not going to get a girl just by, just like this. I mean, maybe he can, and maybe that's the entire premise of the story, right? To help Yuta get the girl. Who knows? Who knows? I do have to say I really like Hina's personality so far. I would have loved her even more if it wasn't this kind of circumstances where she has to pretend to be a god. Otherwise, I do like, this sort of cheeky brat attitude that she has. Always talks big and whatnot, but still, I like people who talk big and yet can back it up. And Hina definitely backed it up here, right? Even composing a piece, if that was composed by her, and at least, providing a lot of crazy yet entertaining ideas as to how to get together with Izanami and so on and so forth. So she keeps things entertaining. I love her little tantrums that she throws. It's always walking a fine line. She's not crossing the line to the point of being completely annoying, I feel. She knows the limits and whatnot. Hey, part of her omniscient powers as well, I presume. And, well, yeah, she's just a pretty lovable character, I gotta say. So, definitely not too bad for now, but still, let's see what exactly is going to happen in the future. Let me know if you guys have any other kinds of theories and thoughts and whatnot, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.